Crutch Entertainment, True News.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Crutch Entertainment True News, live form. Today we're going to be talking about what we like to call here the melon snapple. It's another terminology for the female anatomy, the special place, the baby door, you know, the punani, the coochie, the vagina,
Beaver.
all of those things. Now, what we're here to do is demonstrate, first of all, what are the things that make some coochie good, the melon snapple. Secondly is to show you the three basic types of snapple. Now, first we have the pretty much basic blew out chitlin lip, what we call the chitlin lip punani melon snapple. It's you know, the lips are really wrinkly, they're hanging, they protrude, when she go down, when she drop it like she is hot.
You can see the lips hanging.
Yeah.
It's a little echo when you go downtown.
Of her uterus.
Right, then here we have the classic, which I like the most succulent, is the Georgia peach.
Yeah.
Or what some like to call the...
Or the fat camel.
Yeah.
Camel toe.
Right. And that one is pretty much that, you know, it's got the little hump at the top.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Fat Libya.
Yeah, that is the choice. That's the grade A.
Look like lips, like when you do your lips like this.
Right.
Yeah.
And then right here we pretty much have the basic, you know, it has the lips, but they're not too big. They don't really protrude out, but they're there, they're visible. You know, that's also choice. That's probably the most common form of the melon snapple.
I like that.
I like the...
That's the one you like, the third one?
Yeah, the third.
You like the second one?
I like B.
You like B?
But they all look good to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even the raggedy one.
Yeah, the raggedy one.
They still look good.
You know, to each his own.
For some reason.
I like a little hair on the top of
Okay, so you like a little...
mine. Just a little hair.
Oh,
Yeah, that's too much.
that's too much?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a little bit.
Just a little trail.
Yeah.
Right. Like a little trail right here.
Every now and then, I'll tell my woman to grow hers hairy. You know, like more bushy. Just so it's almost like something new. You know, trim it, but a nice triangle.
Right. That's definitely helps.
Because she usually shaves, so it's just something different.
Now, if your woman or whoever you're with has, you know, pointer.
Any type of dots around the labia or on the labia.
What if it's razor bumps?
Well, you can.
That happen.
That does happen.
But if it's anything...
But you will if you.
If there's pus inside the bumps, I would say something was wrong.
Right.
Even though you can't have razor bumps, there should be pus inside of them.
Now, what about a woman that gets, you know, she might be with it. How do you feel about the fluid, you know?
Extra wet.
That means you did your job.
The extra wet.
When it's
Yeah.
wet,
Yeah.
you know.
Not too wet. I don't like that because it's just like, you know, you're sliding around and nothing.
Right. So, and then also along with the bumps and the thing, if you got any kind of serious aroma,
That's a no-no. Stay
you know,
away.
the
I'll
aroma
knock you down a couple nuts.
is not good.
Was that a fly?
Yeah.
That's a fly. If there's flies flying around the snapple, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
So basically, a few things that can stop your Snapple from being the best Snapple is smell, texture, structure, or condensation.
That's true. And also, you know, you have to look at it.
And grooming.
Grooming. Right.
Now, you also don't want a snapple with a lot of miles on it. But how can you tell if it has a lot of miles on it?
Well, the number one, usually the blue out one. Usually, if you go down,
I disagree.
And if it's gaping, you know, a lot of times gaping is a good
What about
signifier.
the ones that's not gaping?
Well, you know, you have to get in there and try it out. Then you find out. Then
So
you
basically,
know.
you got to try it out. You just can't tell by the look.
So are you saying
Some you
if
can.
you saying if Snapple got a lot of miles on it, that it's not as good?
I didn't say that.
Well, how do you feel if it has a lot of miles on it?
That's fine.
No.
You don't want one with. I don't want one with a lot of miles on it.
Yeah.
I want one with experience, knows how to move, but is not
There's a difference between
sloppy.
Yeah.
Sloppy. We don't want the sloppy. This most closely signifies sloppiness.
Because I bet there's some good Snapple with a lot of miles on it.
Yeah, that's why
Probably.
it got a lot of miles on it.
Definitely, and I would be willing to try it out to see if it was good.
Yeah, definitely. Like a 40-year-old woman.
Yeah, right. As long as it don't look like this.
Even if it looked like that, my
Where
point
you like
is,
fist.
some women might
Fist
agree.
to elbow.
Women might agree with this. Some women have the chitlin lips, but not a lot of miles.
Yeah.
True.
They haven't had
true.
a lot of sex. That's just the way
That's
their
just the way
vagina
it's
is.
structured.
It's structured.
A lot of meat.
Right, right. You gotta take all those things into consideration.
Right. I think number one is smell.
Smell is definitely the number one thing that will prevent your melon snapple from being the best it can be.
That's wrong. I think wetness is the number one. And tell you whether you gonna have sex or not. You get if your snapple smell kind of funny, I'm gonna finish. Okay? But if you can't get wet, I can't get wet.
She don't have to be wet. You just spit on your hand and slap it on the Snapple.
But if her snapple is absorbing moisture and you can't get it wet
And it's not-
and you get it a little bit wet and you just nothing but just
Friction.
grind, yeah, that's make me want to stop. That's different.
Right.
But if it smells funny, but it's gushy and it feels good.
So if it's stank and it's wet, you good.
Okay, so pretty much that is pretty much the basis of it.
Right.
We've pretty much given you a breakdown of the different shapes, the structures, the smells, the textures, what's good, what's not. Anwar likes a little hair. I prefer mine bald, you know. But I like the idea of changing it up, going from hairy to bald to a little line, just so you can, when you're looking down, you can imagine it's somebody else.
Right.
I mean, that's just between the
To
fellas.
keep it slick, yeah, keep
But-
it fresh.
Keep it fresh. Women, you keep that in mind. You know, it's a role-playing, fantasy, visual voyeur.
Right. Now let's not forget, we're almost forgetting, disease-free Snapple is very important also.
Yeah, you don't want no Band-Aids on the punani.
Yeah, if there's a Band-Aid, if she says she cut herself shaving, you
Yeah,
might want to check into that.
Yeah.
right.
You know,
Ain't no circular cuts.
what's another telltale sign?
That's about it. That's about it. We pretty much covered everything we need. So that's pretty much the show. Stay tuned. We got more to come. We got our news forum coming up in about a week or so. Crunch Entertainment, True News.
Keep up.